Hello guys, Sudafis here. We'll be having a wonderful day. If not, sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Now today people, we are here with another spin-off video. Finally, the free-to-play / new player guide, gem guide, whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is, you'll see in the title. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. I do apologize for being a bit long with it. But it's here. It's funny here. Before we jump into this, I do want to say my guide and my information is more so targeted at new players. Like people that just got Duel Links, just getting into Yu-Gi-Oh in general, know what Yu-Gi-Oh is, but just got the game. Do you get what I'm saying? But hey, if you're a seasoned veteran player, you know, you've played the game for a little while and you learned something new, hey, then even better. And if you have any tips that I may have missed out, because I probably will miss out one or two things, let me know in the comments. It'll be greatly appreciated. And yeah, if you find it helpful, drop a like and let me know what you didn't know and you found out today, what you learned new today. But yeah, we're going to go through a few topics. We're going to start off with farming and stuff like that, move on to decks and whatnot. Either way, I'll go through a bunch of things. If I miss anything out, I'll either add an extra little bit at the end, or on the screen I'll put on some text saying whatever I missed out. So to start things off, one of the most important things is your stage missions. Make sure you're doing your stage missions. Now, if you don't know what they are, it's literally here, top left corner. Click on it and it will tell you what you need to do. Now, you got your weekly challenges. I've already completed mine, but I think overall it gives you 25 to 30 gems. So it is worth doing that, especially if you just started. You know, you want to get gems, you want to get, so you realistically, when you first start this game, you want to hustle and get supplies and items. Do you get what I'm saying? You need your items. So this is a very good way of doing it. 25, 30 gems, not bad as well. It's okay. You know, it's something. But to play this game, you have to play like you're some homeless little rat. Alright? You have to play like you got Scavenger Pro equipped on and everything, bro. You have to play like you're homeless. So, with the missions, again, these are important because doing these missions obviously gives you a good amount of items, keys, coins, whatever, orbs, all that good stuff. Completing the missions, all of it fully to progress to the next stage. You get gems. 50 gems each time, and I think the further you get, it might give you 100, 150. But yeah, very good way of getting gems and also leveling up your characters, because every time you finish a stage, you complete a stage and rank up, your logins here, your daily logins, your standard duelists that are going to be around the world, you see all these people here, pretty much will refresh, they will respawn. So you want to do them, you want to auto duel them, and also stage missions are important because that's how you get more. I think you start off with 5 or 6, and to get 10 you need to be stage 45. So I forgot at what stage you get an extra one each time, but realistically just do it and you'll get another one, and yeah, you should be fine. With more, it obviously makes grinding a lot more easier. Now, let's say you don't really want to grind your characters too much. Alright, you can't be bothered with that, only some you want to, but you still want to get gems. A tip I give to a lot of players, if you don't want too much grinding, let's say you have a bunch of characters in each world, from Duel Monsters to Vrains. My advice is to get all of them to level 10. Reason being, the first 10 levels, that's 100 gems. You get 50 all the way up to level 10, and for getting a character to level 10, you get an additional 50 gems. So let's say you got 10 characters here, that's 1,000 gems. Let's say you got 6 characters here, that's 600 gems. Let's say you got 6 characters in GX, that's another 600. Let's say you got 10 characters in 5. You get what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? So, very, very good way to do it. And also, it's pretty quick to level them up from 1 to 10. Now, when you first start the game, just so you know, because I only found this out like after a year of playing, believe it or not, so maybe that's just me, but your Duel Orbs, they are used to refresh like your standard duelist, to respawn everyone in. Do not use this if you're just starting the game. My advice, save these. Save them until you're a bit, you know, you progress a bit further with all the stage missions, the ones that get a bit more difficult and you can't really be bothered to do, you know what I'm saying, and your characters get a higher level. Because realistically, you don't really need this when you first start the game. You are literally just, you just start the game. You have so many missions to do that are easy, and you can keep refreshing and leveling up your characters. And plus, it's really quick to level up your characters. You don't need the Duel Orbs to assist you. Does that make sense? Save them. Save them, because that's one thing I see a lot of people struggling with is Duel Orbs. Some people have a lot. As you see with me, I do have a good amount. I wouldn't say it's a crazy amount. But yeah, Save your jewel orbs until necessary. I would say use them when you have a higher level characters and you really need to grind. Now with gate farming, a good amount of things with this. So if you want to obviously get the best rewards, you obviously want to do level 40, as you can see, because on the right side there's, you know, higher chance. But if you do on 30, lower chance. It doesn't mean you can't get them, you still can. But if you're just concerned about leveling up your character, you don't care about any of the card drops, fine. 5D's world, make sure you unlock 5D's world. Carmine is the one to jewel at level 10. Reason is, she summons monsters with 0 attack points in attack position. I think the highest she does is 800 attack points in terms of monsters. And for the multiplier, I'll be honest, I forgot how you get the multipliers, how you unlock them, because I know you don't get. I don't think you get them at the start. But put it to multiplier times 3. What that does is it triples your rewards and the XP that you earn, and it also triples the amount of keys you use. So please be very careful and be wary and read how much you have. This again, I would advise not so early into the game because you got your stage missions and whatnot. So don't worry about that. But this is like if you just want to, you know, you don't have really much stage missions and you want to rank up at the gate. Bear in mind, there's no auto draw at the gate. The Konami should bring it. But yeah, this is a good little strategy, very quick. And yeah, later on I'll show some decks as well for you guys. We're gonna get onto that, so don't worry. There's a good amount of things we're gonna talk about. But yeah, another thing, events. So events like character events, right? So there's 2 types of character events. There's the character raid event and your regular character events. Now the character raid events, I advise everyone to play and do, because it's a lot of supplies, a lot of items. It's very easy, very, you know, to get a bunch of supplies, keys, gold, whatever you need, you know. It's just auto jewels. It's literally a free auto jewel. It's all that it is. And the same with normal character events like Rio. She was at the gate. When you jewel your standard jewel list, you earn like event keys. You know, like here, you see here at the bottom here, see where the little circle is? My mouse isn't shown on screen because I'm an idiot and I forgot to change my OBS settings. But there, that's like an event key, right? So pretty much every event has that. With that, you'll be able to challenge the duelist at the gate during a character event, and pretty much, if you're not worried about getting the card drops from the event, you just want to level up your characters, or you have so much keys, right? The last one had like 1,500 keys, bro. Level 10 times 3 multiplier, and just keep dueling. It's literally free dueling. You're not using any of your supplies except from the event. It's a temporary key. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't, like, literally, you're not wasting anything other than your time. But yeah, literally, you're at the gate, you're dueling. You get what I'm saying? Easy money. Now another event, it's actually coming this month as well. So if you're watching this and you're new to the game or you need tips, this is perfect. The tag duel event. With that event, the thing is, it's very easy to farm. And again, event keys, you get envelopes. That's what the key is. Pretty much, just duel the cheapest tournament, which is the Duel Monsters tournament, and you just keep auto dueling. Just keep auto dueling again and again and again and again. Now, when I say do it again and again, not straight away. Like, you obviously, what you want to do is save up your event keys over the period of the event cycle, and then maybe last 2-3 days of the event, just go in, auto duel, easy money. Of course, the XP you'll be getting isn't like multiplier times 3. It's just normal standard XP, but still over time, you know, it will increase. And again, it's free dueling. Again, of course, your characters, very important to level up. I would prioritize, like, in terms of gems, the Duel Monsters and the GX characters, because some of them here up to level 30, look, you see this row, 200, 250, 300 gems, perfect. And when you get to level 30, you get an additional 50 gems. But some characters nowadays, some characters in Duel Monsters and GX, so the newer characters now, they don't have that. They just have a card at level 30, you know, a bit scummy, but you know what I'm saying? So I would prioritize some Duel Monsters characters. They're a lot better. You get a lot more in terms of rewards, in my opinion. So yeah, now onto decks. So every summoning method has a budget / free-to-play deck under it. So with fusions, we've got Lunar Lights. For pendulums, we've got Dynamists. For rituals, we've got Vendreads. For XZs, we've got Digibugs. For synchros, we have Super Heavy Samurais. Now, for links, of course, Rainbow just came out, so I wouldn't say we have a proper free-to-play link deck. But at the moment, it's looking like World Chalice is the free-to-play link deck. Now, World Chalice, if you really, really want it, it's here in Link Revolution. It's literally in the latest box, the only box with Link monsters in it. One box run. By budget deck, I mean you go through the box once. Now, when you begin the game, of course, these are the decks I would recommend to build because you just go through the box once. They're not that expensive. And the same with World Chalice. Not too crazy expensive in my opinion, but again, it does require good more super rare and ultra rare cards than some of the decks that I'm about to show you. I do have that deck lists for some of these decks. I do have one for World Chalice, but I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's full optimal. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna show it. I mean, I might. It's up to you. It depends on what you. Depends on you. But basically, let's get on to the next one. Animists, where is it? Animists Pendulum deck. Again, if you're not used to pendulums and you're new to Yu-Gi-Oh in general, this might not be one for you. But again, if you came through watching anime, you know how pendulums and links work. So, Animists, you just need to go through the box once. Now, this card is a super rare card. This card is a super rare card. This one I got pretty quickly. But let's say one of them or both of them are really difficult to get. Like, you're not getting the cards. They're just in the last 10 packs. You can play this deck without the super rares. More so for farming and stuff like that. Of course, if you want to use it in ranked, go ahead. But risk, if you want to use it in PvP, get the super rare. Get it fully, properly built. This can get you to legend rank for sure. It's an OTK deck. Really good for farming. It's not like a farm deck to get the highest score. It's a farm deck to finish very, very quick. Quick duels, OTKs. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really see this as a farm deck. I do. So yeah, it's nice to have. Definitely nice to have at the beginning of the game. And let's move on to the next box. Okay, so the XZ deck is Digibugs. This is probably the cheapest deck out of the ones that I'm showing you. Digibugs, all rare and non-rare cards. Very, very easy to put together. You go through this box once. You even need to. You could probably get this deck in maybe 20 packs if you're lucky enough. If you're lucky. Realistically, when this deck first came to the game, it was a King of Games deck. I'll be honest. It was a very good deck, but now I would say it'll probably get you to gold, maximum gold for ranked. But yeah, it's alright. It's solid. It's fun. Definitely something you want to use for, you know, farming and stuff like that. Because realistically, at the beginning of the game, you're not gonna, unless you really want to build a crazy deck, go for it. But you want to save your gems. You don't want to spend too many gems. You want to get your deck, cheap deck, do your farming, save up more gems, and then look to build a new deck, you know? Now on to the fusion one. So, the most hated one, Lunar Lights. Now, this deck, I think, is still powerful and good enough to get King of Games, if not at least Legend rank. Very, very good cards here. You go through the box once. Realistically, this box is actually pretty good. It is pretty good. We've got Light Swan support. You've got Raiden in here. Very, very good card. You see him used in a good couple decks. And yeah, some Blue Eyes support if you really want to build Blue Eyes. But overall, you're in here for your Lunar Lights. One box run. This deck I actually don't own. But I do have some deck lists in the Discord. And if, again, feel free. You don't have to. If you want to join the Discord, you're more than welcome to. New players are welcome. We have a channel filled with free-to-play / budget decks called Duel Academy. So you want to go there, check the pin messages. You'll find some. I'll probably put some on screen as well. So yeah, so you guys can see the decks and copy and paste. But yeah, good deck though. Very, very good deck. Very cheesy. It will piss off your opponents. I can assure you of that. But yeah, let's move on to the next deck, being the Synchro one. Now, Super Heavy Samurais is the next free-to-play Synchro deck. Good deck. This can get you to Legend, maybe Cog, but I would say definitely Legend or Platinum at the minimum. I remember someone in my Discord, one of my followers, he built this deck and he went on 11 win streak, and yeah, he pretty much tore shit up in ranked and got to Legend rank. I think it was the first time he ever got to Legend rank. So yeah, that says something. Very, very good, very fun. I do love this deck. The thing is about this deck, again, if you're a noob, all of them are in defense. You have to play them all in defense position. They can attack in defense mode. So pretty cool little concept. Really fun deck. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Now, Vendreads, I'll try to find the box. I don't fully remember. I don't have that deck built. So yeah, let's move on to that one. Now, I could be wrong. No, I think this is the box. Yeah, this should be the box for Vendreads. Now, this is a cool free-to-play ritual deck. I'll be honest, I don't have this, so I can't really comment on how far you could potentially get with it. but I know it's not that bad. I've seen people play it. It's pretty solid. This box actually is pretty good too. You got Mud Dragon in here. It's not too bad. It's okay. It's not a crazy box. You got, I guess, Fabled Unicorn, but you're not really going to play that like crazy. But yeah, not too bad of a box. But overall, it's free-to-play ritual deck. There is another free-to-play ritual deck that's 0 gems. It's Cyber Angels. You just get that through tickets, through the trader, and through leveling up and farming Alexis Roads. But yeah, let me show you the deck list and we can move on to the next point. Okay, post-edit soda here. Really quickly, I actually forgot to go over this. Structure decks. Now, a lot of new players, they often go for structure decks. I personally don't advise doing this. Go through a box, build a deck like that. But if you do want to go for a structure deck and you're really adamant on doing so, structure decks I'd recommend. I would say Ruddy Rose is not bad. The Rose Dragon structure deck, it's okay. But if you don't mind spending money, I would say buy it 3 times. They were top tier, not anymore. They are a bit weaker now, but still alright. Tellarknights aren't that bad, actually pretty good. I hate this deck, but they are not that bad of a structure deck to get. Another one to get, Gaia. This is probably one of the best ones. Gaia is a really, really good structure deck. To this day, very, very, very good rogue deck. Counters a lot of decks. It's very, very strong. There's a good amount of free-to-play cards you can get through level ups, farming, and tickets to add to this deck to make it free-to-play and budget-friendly for the early ranks. And then, of course, if you want to buy it multiple times, you can and get any other cards. The Noble Knights one is pretty decent too, but another one I'd recommend along with the Guy one is probably the Red Eyes one. Again, decent for early ranks, and also you can complete this deck by getting the other cards through tickets, as there's a lot of free-to-play Red Eyes cards and techs you can add in to this deck to make it more viable. But yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. Pretty quick and brief structure decks. So for the Animists, this is the deck list. This is through going through the box once. Like I said, if you just want the deck quickly and you don't really care about this and your luck is really bad, take this out. You can add a 3rd copy of this or any other card you want. You know, it's not that deep. Same with this. Let's say you don't have this, but you have the other SR T-Rex card. You can add, I don't know, a 3rd copy of the Trap or a 2nd copy of the. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You're really using this to farm, and then you can get the better cards to use on ranked. You can use the Pendulum skill, this swing into action, for the Pendulum scales, or Grit, whichever one. I've used both. They're both fine with me. It's not an issue. They both work well. So yeah, on to the next one. Now next, the Digibugs. I won't lie when I said it was non-rares and rares. It's literally very, very cheap to make. Now, of course, I added Monster Reborn. You don't have to. I put it in there. It's just personal preference. Free card as well. Everyone should have this card. It's a login bonus, whatever. It's a campaign celebration card. I don't know if it's still available. I hope it is. And yeah, this is a free card. You can get this through farming Kite at the gate, or use a ticket for it, whatever you want. And yeah, easy to build. Overlay regeneration for the skill, or if you're beginning and you really want to build this, you can use it with Weevil Underwood in Duel Monsters World. I think the skill you would use is Insect Uprising, I think, or the Parasite one. I don't remember, but yeah, solid deck. Let's move on to Super Heavies. Now, Super Heavy Samurais. Now, this build isn't going through the box once, it's twice because I have 3 copies of this. But we can take one off and you can add a 3rd copy of this. This is what one of my followers used, the one that got to Legend with this deck. He had 3 copies of this. Or you can add a 2nd copy of this. It's up to you. This card you can get through maxing out Gong Strong, getting him to his final level 35. So yeah, the skill, honestly, you can play whatever you want. I'm using this on Duke Devlin because I used it in Duelist Kingdom a while back. That's literally why I have Dice Recovery. It's whatever, you know. I do know Gong does have a skill that works well. I think it turns your monsters into tuna monsters. I forgot how it works, but either way, solid skill. I'll put it up on screen, whatever. But yeah, this is the build. You obviously want to add a 3rd one of this or whatever. But yeah, I don't think I have any more to show. But yeah, let's move on to the next point. Okay, another thing I forgot. I actually did forget this. It used to be very, very viable, but I don't know what they did with it. They took it away. The duel trials, the duel quizzes. You see this? Duel quiz, loner deck duels, all this stuff. Like, they had so many tutorial where you could do it and earn gems. Like, you see here. You see how I done it? You see these here? I don't know if they're still available. I think they took them out. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. But yeah, it's weird. But whatever gems they have there, just check it out. It's just bonus gems. Do it. It won't hurt you. Just go for it. And yeah, you get yourself some extra little gems to use. Now, speaking of gems, if you're making an account now, you just started, I do recommend playing the events. Doesn't mean you have to max out the event, you know, but just make sure you play them to the fullest of your ability. Because this event here, like the Duelist Kingdom, Link Vrains one, pretty solid. If we count how many gems, I think it has like 530 gems. My maths could be wrong, but let's double check. Look, you got 10, 30, 60, 90, 120, 160, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550 gems. 550 gems. And if you play 3 duels every day, you get 50 gems. So how long is this event going on for? Until the 19th. Breaking the 4-4, recording this on the 12th. It just started today. 7 days, 50 times 7. Come on, 350 gems. You know, that's 900 gems. Not bad. I'll be honest, the last Duelist Kingdom actually had gave more gems. The original Duelist Kingdom, not the Vrains one. It gave like 1,100 or something like that. So yeah, some will give more, some will give less, whatever. Maybe I've miscounted, but yeah. They have been improving the gem distribution with events, so I would recommend playing the events. And another bit of advice I would give, and this is crucial, don't make new accounts. Now this is a controversial one, but I would recommend not making new accounts. I'd recommend that on Master Duel. Yeah, on Master Duel, yeah, I would. But on this, no, because again, I can use my account as an example. The reason why you don't really want to, because let's say over time you've opened so many boxes, you have so many supplies in terms of items and cards. You can, let's say you got all your staple cards, you have them all there. If you make a new account, you're gonna have to hunt those cards too. It's just so much more expensive and so much more grindy, you know. Whereas an account, if you have quite an old account, you've got pretty much a lot of cards. A good example is Gandora. Now, all the cards I already had because I invested in boxes previously, you know, like Arc 5 World. In the first box that came out for Arc 5 World, I got all the gadget cards from that. Pendulum Genesis, Witch of the Black Forest. I really love TGs. I really wanted to build it. Got it from this box, Antinomic Theory. Do you get what I'm saying? So when Gandora came, this box here, all I needed to do was get Kaiba to level 45 to get Melody of whatever, the bullshit card, and 2 copies of Gandora. That's it. That's all I needed to do. I had all the cards there, so it's happened to me multiple times. That's not the first time. Another time it happened to me, I think it was with Destiny Heroes when they bought the Clock of Destiny skill. I just needed to get, I think, 5 cards, and 2 of them were to max out my Asta Phoenix and Jaden Ubel, and the others were through the card trader, and I think Anki, which was from 1 box. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it is very useful. So yeah. Now onto the tickets. I think this is the last thing I wanna cover, but the tickets. Now, everyone who makes this a mistake, I'm gonna guide you. Okay, Dream tickets. This gives you the best cards. Okay, do not use this ticket on cards you can get for free. Okay, or through level ups. And I'll show you how to stop making this mistake. You might be like, wait, how do I do that, Soda? How do I do that? Click on a card. Let's say Ancient Fairy Dragon. How to obtain? You can get it from a box. Now, obviously, you want to use it on box cards that are, you know, really good. But let's say another card. Let's see another example. What's another example I can use? Here we go. 100 Eyes Dragon. Bro, click on how to obtain. You can get it for free, grinding and farming against Callan Kessler. You know, so make sure you check that. Because if you can get it for free, you know, if it says ranked, campaign bonus, whatnot, the card trader, level up rewards, gate drops, you know, don't use your dream ticket. Use it on proper cards. Now, if you're going to ask me what staple card I should invest in, it's whatever you want. Honestly, like, people recommend different things. Right now, I think Needle Sealing is a really good trap to invest in. I think, unless you're, I think it is, or it's just if you're playing Salamangreat. It's still an alright card. I think this will be useful in the Link era because a lot of the decks swarm the field. Like, there's a lot of extenders in these Link decks coming to the game. Book of Moon was one of the best cards. Now it's kind of weakened because of Links. Same with Floodgate, but both very, very good cards. MST, right now, the best back row removal. But honestly, do you want me to be honest? Again, it may be bad advice to some people. Personally, I wouldn't recommend being so concerned about investing into your stable cards first. Finish your deck first. Get your free-to-play deck and pick whatever deck you want to build. Let's say you want to build, I don't know, Metal Foes or Cyber Dragons or anything. Pre-build that in the deck list, and then see what cards you need. But build your decks first. Worry about building your first free-to-play deck, your first deck you want to just play with and grind with. Focus on that first, and then worry about the staples. You don't even have to spend the dream ticket on cards that belong to that deck. You can just wait to use your gems, and then you can see what's more important. You know, you can hold on to these. There's an expiry date on all of them. You know, a card I would recommend getting though with the super rare dream ticket is this card, but one of the best rank 4s in the game, number 70 Malevolent Sin. It's won me so many games. Very, very useful card. Very, very good. Good finishing, good end game card. Solid. Probably one of the best rank 4s, if not the best rank 4 in this game. So yeah, now onto the other tickets. It will tell you how you got them. Login bonus, so it will give you cards that are only available for login bonuses, I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how to obtain. I guess, yeah, it's whatever. Like this, all these cards, you know, you can get normally for free, but this is like a cheat code to them. You know, that's the best way to put it. Same with the ultra rares, the rares. Do you get what I'm saying? They do offer different cards. I know the rank jewel ones do, so make sure you keep that in mind, because some cards aren't that bad. Pardon me, aren't that too bad. Oh, actually, I haven't got Honeyball. Let's take Honeyball. But yeah, you know, so be aware of that. And of course, you got the expiry date. Even if you're like, oh, I can't be what, just get the cards. Get any cards you may want. You know. Now, skill tickets. Oh, this I should have mentioned at the beginning. My bad. I might cut this bit as well and put it in the beginning. When you first start, pick Yami Yugi. Use the skill ticket for Destiny Draw. That's my advice. Pick Yami Yugi, skill ticket on Destiny Draw. You have the best skill in the game, can work with any deck, you can search any card through taking damage. Best one. And it works really well with Lunalights too. Now, character ticket, these are quite new. I don't know if Sora is available for this, but I would recommend Sora or Aigami or Jim or Silvio. Just characters that have really good free-to-play rewards. But definitely Sora, because Sora's deck, Fluffles, are all available with level ups. Get Sora to level 34 and then go into the store if you really want to build Fluffles. It's an OTK deck, cross dimension. Go through this box once and you have the deck. Simple. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this guide. Like I said, if I forget anything, I'll let you know. Like either in the comments, I'll pin a message, or on screen, I'll just put it up. As the same with deck lists as well, I'll just put them up on the screen so you can screenshot. If you have any questions in the comments, please let me know. And yeah, if you want to see more Duel Links content, I do stream it over on Twitch. Be sure to follow, or feel free to follow. Feel free to follow if that interests you. We do many things over there. All players are welcome. We do tournaments, different types of tournaments, free-to-play tournaments, 0 gem deck tournaments. We do 3v3 turbo duel tournaments, character raid events, PvP events. I'm gonna be streaming Duelist Kingdom, but I think it'll be before this video comes out anyway. So long, you know, occasional cog runs, all that good stuff. Duel rooms, you know, we do a bunch of things over there. But yeah, but on the channel here on YouTube, occasionally I'll do Duel Links videos. Be sure to check the links in the description for my previous Duel Links videos, my Reigns World Top 5, and how Konami can improve Duel Links video. Some very interesting videos for you guys to check out. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna end it here. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate the support. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit the like button below. Comment down below if you found it helpful. If you have any other tips, or if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask, or join the Discord and ask away. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you all. Stay safe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.